Hey guys, Rachele here with Amethyst Ascension. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for joining me again. So today I'm going to be doing a side-by-side of the first edition of the Tarot of Aphrodite and the second edition of the Tarot of Aphrodite. Now, this was said to be the final, edition. And this was, the creator reached out to me and asked me whether or not I would, show this on my channel. And of course I was like, yeah. I mean, this was one of my all-time favorites, if not my favorite deck that I got in 2023. So, and I said that I wasn't going to get the second edition because I really loved the first edition a whole lot. But the more and more I've seen other videos, there's some cards that I prefer more over here, and there's some cards that I still prefer over here. I will say I love the saturation of this one. And I love that the pink is pinker with this one. But let's just pull these out and show you the differences. Now, I don't know if this is a difference of, printers, or whether or not this was something that was intentionally done. So, first off, the first box, the second box, you can see that it's thicker, right? But other than that, I mean, there's subtle differences. This is a little bit not quite as pink, not as quite dark a pink. And it's centered. The cards are a little bit larger. It looks like the font, maybe the font is the same. And it doesn't have the barcode there. There's a barcode on the bottom. And Aphrodite, goddess of love, divine, with you our hearts and souls entwine. May your blessings be upon us all as we answer to love's eternal call. They are the same. They look the same. Okay. I will say that, and I don't know if you can see it. I think you can. The pink looks a little bit darker. A little bit darker saturation over on this one. And so on the left is going to be the first edition. On the right is going to be the final, second edition or final. And I will say this looks a little bit warmer, a darker saturation. Although this looks like it's been cleaned up and a lot of the shadows cleaned up and stuff. This comes with a book. This comes with a little art booklet, which just shows the name of the actual artist and the name of the painting when it was done, which is really cool. I love that aspect because I love this kind of artwork. Let me get these out of the way. So, this is thicker too. Well, first let me show you this one. Sorry about the lighting, guys. I've just got one light up here. But this actually has the same as what the art book has. It has the name, and it has the name, or the name of the artist, the name of the art, and when it was created. But then it's got affirmation, keywords, and meaning, which is nice. Nice little book. Oh, that's pretty. So that's nice. For whatever reason, also, this deck is a little bit thicker. So let's look at the cardstock. Yeah, this feels thicker. Tarot of Aphrodite has this information on this. And it has this card as well with, O Aphrodite, Lady of Cyprus, Goddess of Venus. May love fill our hearts, beauty our minds, and joy our soul. May we be blessed with elegance and grace. May your love and beauty elevate us. In your name, so mote it be. And then this does not have that, but it does have this. So see, I love how pinky this is. And I'm not sure if you can see. Let me get a little bit closer. And there's bigger rim, bigger edging on this, or border, versus this. This image is bigger. And that's what this gilding looks like in comparison to that. So it actually looks like the same gilding. I thought they were going to be different. I don't know why I thought that. I thought it was going to be more like copper. Maybe that was a choice in the Kickstarter. I'm not sure, because I didn't end up, I did, and then I ended up canceling the Kickstarter, just because I had changed my mind, or financially something came up. I can't remember, but yeah, she probably did reach out to me asking me why, which, I mean, I've canceled lots of Kickstarters. That's very normal for them to do that, but so I don't know which one I like better. I like the saturation of this, however. I do like the bigger image of that. I like the more pink, because it's just like, when I think of the goddess of love and war, but mainly she's known as the goddess of love. I mean, even in astrology, she's mainly known as the goddess of love. Venus, the goddess of love. Although she is technically the goddess of war as well. All the backs are different. Yeah, I like this back better. I like the pink, the saturation better. But this is really pretty too. I mean, I really can't complain. Oops. You know, I actually do like this coloring a little bit better. I like how... I mean, these look different on camera than what they do in person. This is hard because I really love warm tones, but I really do like this one better also. Maybe it's because it's more image. I'm not sure. Yeah, this one is definitely better. This is too yellowy. So this is definitely better. Yeah, she's definitely cleaned up the images in the second edition in comparison. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this is much cleaner. Gosh, I watched a side by side, and I think on some of these I was like, no, I really like that one better. But when you see them in person, this is better. This is a hard one. I think I actually do like this image better. But I like them both. They're both such beautiful decks. Gosh, that's so hard. Yeah, I don't know. I like them both. This one's definitely better. The coloring's better. This reminds me more of like the sun, like a sunset. Or, yeah, more like a sunset. With the clouds coming in. Maybe a storm is obviously rolling in. Yeah, gosh, that's so much better. Wow, I didn't realize how much different. Oh, I really love this one better. I got a hair here. There is well, it just ended the end of March, the Oracle of Aphrodite, which I did end up backing that, and I did end up getting another final edition of this. So I'm probably going to be giving a second edition away. But I'm going to wait until after I get my copy. And hopefully I can actually walk into the post office. Yeah, better. That's much better. You know, I will say also with the coloring, with the difference in the coloring, that even looks, I mean, not that it's not hard to see here, but it looks more, yeah, maybe it is. The lettering is darker. The numbers are a little bit darker. They stand out better, which I like that too. Yeah, I don't really care for this devil to begin with, but this one's better. They don't really look that much different other than this has been cleared up a little bit. It's a little bit lighter and the image is larger. Wow. I think I almost like this warmer color better on this one. But I like the image being larger. I mean, I like them both. They're both really beautiful. I like this coloring better. Sorry, I keep on leaning on my tray table. I like this coloring better, but I like the size of this one better. Yeah, that one's better. Both beautiful. You know, I do love these rich tones, but this is, it's clearer, more defined. I don't know. I don't know. I like them both. Yeah, I like them both. Yeah, I like this one better. Oops. Yes, definitely more cleared up over here. This one's better. I'm actually surprising myself because I really thought I liked this edition better. But the majority, I'm liking these better. I love this coloring on this one because it does feel like a sunset plus with the lighting. So, and maybe a campfire over here. So you can kind of feel that warmth in this one. Like more of an evening celebration, where this is more of like a daylight celebration. But this one definitely looks more like the traditional Rider-Waite Four of Wands to me. So I like them both. Gosh, I don't know. I like them both. I like the coloring in both of them. Yeah. Gosh, I don't know. See, when they're yellowed like this, it feels more traditional to me. That's what it feels like. You know, like when you look at movies and stuff and you see all this fine art and these estates and stuff like that, it feels more like that. That feels more what it would be, like an aged piece of artwork, versus this one looks like it's been cleared up. Which I like, because this is probably what it was supposed to be originally, but this is more like vintage. And they should be vintage, right? They're old pieces of artwork. So it's really hard for me to decide. That one's definitely better. I like this one better, I think. It's so difficult. This is much clearer, but that feels more vintagey to me. Okay, this one's definitely better. Yeah, definitely better. Yeah, better. She did a good job clearing these up. Or it was just the difference of, you know, the printer. I like them both. Beautiful. Yeah, that's clearer, but that feels more like vintage. Much better, much bigger. I'm not normally a borders person, so I like the smaller borders. I like that it opens up the art more. But I really do like the pink, but maybe that darker pink is also making the artwork look different. I don't know. Because this one definitely is better, the new edition. Oh, gosh, I don't know. I almost like this coloring a little bit better. I'm really partial to, like, autumny colors also. So the darker saturations with the yellowing. I think that's beautiful. But I can appreciate how it's been cleared up and the yellow's been taken out. It's like seeing it differently. It does change it a lot. Okay, so we've got a different Five of Cups. Yeah, this one's definitely better. Oh, Six of Cups. So cute. I like this one better. I like the coloring of this one. I can appreciate the clarity of this one, but I like the coloring of that one better. I like the size of that better. And I like this one better. It seems, although this is up, it's showing a different perspective a little bit. I like the coloring of this one a little bit better. And her clothing looks a little bit more, like the folds and stuff look a little bit more detailed in that saturation. Oh my gosh. I mean, gosh, I love them both. Yeah, I love them both. Okay, definitely this one looks better. I like this better. If it were lightened up, like this is over here, it would be better, but I still like this artwork better than that. Yeah, I like this artwork better. I like that artwork better. This is better. Although this feels more traditional, like vintagey to me. Oh gosh. Ace of Swords. Yeah, this is better. For the Ace of Swords, this is better. I like this one better. Sorry if you can hear Sully. He's on the bed next to Mommy. He has been my partner. Yeah. I don't know. I like how clear this is. I like it how much larger it is. But I really do like the coloring of this one. I like this one way better. I like the coloring of this one better. I like the size of the art better on that. And the borders, the less borders. This one looks way better. This one is beautifully rich. I mean, that one's beautiful too, but I love this hue, the oranges. So, I think this is like Andromeda. That's the Kraken, I think. Let's see, Eight of Swords. Yep, painting is called Andromeda by Gustave Dore. Huh. I loved Clash of the Titans. I like the coloring of this. Although, I don't know. I do like the coloring of this. This is probably more realistic. This is just like more vintagey looking. Same. Okay, I definitely, I like the coloring of this better and the size. So Priestess of Swords, I bet that's Joan of Arc. And I can see that better, so I can see this better. Although this is gorgeous. Oh. These are, okay. I see. Okay, so let's do this. Okay. I love all the colors here, but I love this too. So this one definitely looks better. Yeah, this one definitely looks better. Again, better. Yep, better. Two of Coins. I like them both. That's better. I like the coloring of this one better, but I like the size of this artwork better. Yeah, this is better. Much better. Much, much better. It's almost like somebody took a vintage piece of art and cleaned it up and restored it back to its original. And that's what this is, which is just stunning. I mean, that's kind of like what all these really feel like, but I really do like the warmer colors in a lot of it. It's like maybe they've been hanging in a old castle where there's been, you know, fires and buildup of just different, like, smoke and stuff like that, right? Beautiful. I do love this coloring better. This one feels more befitting than this one for the time period to me. I don't know. Better. Better. Yeah. I like the coloring here better, but it's almost like you can see more depth in this one because of the saturation. You can see more of her muscles, or there's more definition in this one. I love the coloring of this one. But I do love this one too. Gosh. I like this coloring better. So, that was the first edition. This is the second edition. So let me show you. Take this off. You can see that this one is a little bit yes. It's a little bit thicker. The cardstock is definitely thicker on the second edition. Let's see. I know that I'm not going to be able to, because this is a thick deck. I know I'm not going to be able to shuffle it. So I'm going to do it like this, which works. All right, so let's see how this reads. Now that there's a guidebook. Let's check out the guidebook a little bit better. All right. Okay. Oops. Let me get in the screen. Now, another thing with the guidebook, table of contents. Okay, I like that. There's a prologue on Aphrodite, which I've got to read through, on the meanings of court cards, tarot spreads and tips. 1 card pull. We've got a 3-card pull, which is past, present, future. We've got the Celtic cross, and then the Celtic cross position meanings. And then we go right into the card meanings. Yep, okay. And there's a total of 182 pages in this. And even though it's a small book, the font is large enough that I do not need my glasses, which is cool. And 4 of Wands happens to be one of them. But let's do the 8 of Swords first. Was that what it was? 8 of Swords. How funny. The Andromeda one. All right. So this is, as I said, Gustave Doré, and it's called Andromeda, and this was created in 1869. Affirmation, I release the limitation of my mind and step into my power. Keywords, restriction, limitation, imprisonment, self-doubt, blindfolded, stuck, overcoming, and liberation. The meaning is, in the Eight of Swords, we see Andromeda, the beautiful princess of Ethiopia, bound and trapped on a rocky shore. The card represents a state of feeling helpless, restricted, and unable to break free. It signifies being caught in a web of negative thoughts, self-doubt, and external pressures, much like Andromeda was bound by chains. However, just as Andromeda was eventually rescued by Perseus, the card also holds the message of hope and liberation. The Eight of Swords reminds us that we have the power to overcome our own limitations and break free from self-imposed restrictions. By shifting our perspective, challenging our beliefs, and finding the courage to confront our fears, we can release ourselves from the chains that hold us back. That's a beautiful write-up. And now let's find the Four of Wands again, which I think is beautiful. So this is called, this is from Hobby Smith was the artist, and Florelia is the name of the painting, and it's from 1898. Affirmation, I embrace the joy of shared achievements and meaningful connections. Keywords are celebration, harmony, stability, achievements, connection, security, and rejoice. Meaning, here we observe a festive spring celebration dedicated to Flora, the goddess of flowers, and the spring season. The atmosphere is filled with warmth and excitement. This card signifies a moment of harmonious connection and shared happiness. It represents a time of celebration and achievement, where you can bask in the sense of accomplishment and fulfillment. The gathering of these women reflects the support and camaraderie found in your relationships. It reminds you to appreciate the bonds that you have with others and the joy that comes from being surrounded by like-minded individuals. The Four of Wands invites you to create a harmonious and balanced environment in your life. This card also serves as a reminder to take time to celebrate your achievements, big or small, and acknowledge the progress that you have made. Yeah, I think this is about me. I definitely think this reading was for me. Given my situation, I feel like I've been in chains because of my mobility issues right now, and the issues of like discomfort and pain that I have been in, topped with not being able to do the things that I want because of, you know, having a broken ankle and yada, yada, yada. But knowing that it's already been over 4 weeks, and healing is, you know, I'm past the hardest parts of it, I think, I hope, knock on wood. But that just to look at the achievements that I have made, look at the wonderful supportive people that I have around me that have made it possible, like all of you, sending me healing and stuff like that. So what a wonderful reading. I will tell you, I'm a little bit surprised that I do actually prefer the second edition better than the first. I like that it came with a book. I like how the artwork is much larger. I do like the darker saturation on some of them, but I mean, I've got the first edition and I'm keeping it. So because I did back the other one, and I, you know, the Kickstarter that just ended, and I have another Tarot of Aphrodite coming. As I said, be watching for probably, I don't know, a couple of months. I'm going to be giving away one of the copies of the second edition. So, and I'm probably not going to put giveaway. So you just have to be, I guess, just watching. And remember, be commenting, because the more comments, the more entries that you get. And I have a couple other ones that I'm going to be giving away as well. But it's just a matter of getting better, waiting for Kickstarters to come in and all that jazz. But I like the second one. Thank you to Natasha and her assistant, Tara, I believe it was her name, who reached out to me about doing a walkthrough and reading, you know, simple little reading on my channel. I love this deck. Now, I did watch a video, and although I didn't think it was a bad video at all, I just thought that she was, the person that was doing the video, was just talking about how she wasn't finding in several decks what she was looking for. And it was not, it was not meant as a jab against this particular deck. But I do think that maybe there was a misunderstanding and that the creator thought that it was a jab. And anyways, and I do think, you know, language barrier, of course. I mean, every time that I have communicated with her, because she also sent me the Oracle, you know, several months ago, last year. And you can tell that there's, it's not her native language. So I think that there's always room for misunderstandings with that. I do think that Aphrodite is also a goddess of war, but she's hardly ever depicted as a goddess of war as well. Even, like I said, in astrology. And I love that this deck is more based on her loving and romance and sexuality and all that. Because that's what I'm looking for. When I work with Aphrodite, it's not for the war aspect. Because there's other goddesses for that. Personally, just for my own thing. So that is why, because I'm always trying to send out love, the energy of love. And that's what Venus is known for, even in astrology, is love and knowing your own value and all that. And I feel that that is definitely in this deck. Okay. And even with the pink, and because even the pink is like not something that I would normally do, you know, especially for tarot. It just didn't seem right. But man, with this deck, it just works. It is so stunning. So it almost feels like a guilty, like self-love kind of, it's okay to like what I like kind of deck, you know? So anywho, I just wanted to add that. So thank you for spending this time with me, and I am sending you love always.